Iran, where Tehran is threatening to restart its nuclear weapons program. That response after new U.S. sanctions were announced. Correspondent Rich Edson has the latest tonight at the State Department for us.
Iran's warning to the United States, stop hitting us with more sanctions or we're pulling out of the nuclear deal.
Iran will certainly, within a short period, not on a scale of weeks or months, but on a scale of hours and days.
Iran's president threatens its restored nuclear program would be more dangerous than the one suspended 2 years ago.
If the U.S. administration is willing to repeat previous experiences, we will return to a much more advanced position than when the talks started.
The United States and Iran are clashing around the edges of the 2015 Iran nuclear agreement. The Trump administration claims Iran has violated the spirit of that deal.
I'm not going to respond to that threat or that hypothetical from President Rouhani. The Trump administration remains committed to countering a full range of threats that Iran poses.
Ballistic missile launches, human rights violations, and support of extremist groups across the Middle East. Iranian activities largely outside the scope of the nuclear agreement. As some lawmakers chanted death to America, Iran's parliament voted overwhelmingly this weekend to spend more on Iran's ballistic missile program and Revolutionary Guard Corps foreign operations. The Trump administration has penalized Iran through sanctions for that behavior, though it has twice certified Iran is complying with the major components of the nuclear deal and continues suspending sanctions against Iran for nuclear activities. The State Department says the administration is examining the full U.S. policy towards Iran, including whether to remain in the nuclear agreement, also known as the JCPOA.
We still believe that what Iran is doing is destabilizing and that the JCPOA doesn't fully recognize and comprehend and encompass all the destabilizing activities that Iran is engaged in.
The Trump administration has given no timeline for its Iran policy review. The administration must declare every 90 days whether Iran is complying with the major components of the nuclear agreement. A handful of senior Republican senators urged the State Department last month to reject that certification. The administration's next deadline is in October.
Bill? We'll see then. Rich, thanks. Rich Edson tonight reporting at the State Department.